Thank you. We've got Light here, we've got KJ here. And as you do know, my name is Andreas from asiaminddynamics, and it's Wednesday afternoon, and I'm sitting in front of the logo, so I got to move a little bit, because we are today with JSL Asia. JSL Asia, which is, as you can see, a leading provider of audio-visual equipment, and KJ is the boss, the partner, a good friend of mine. You can come closer if you want. It's about you. My name is Andreas. You do know that. And I want to hear now from KJ, introduce yourself for a little while of what you're doing, who you are, what you're doing in this beautiful place here. I am moving a little bit away that you can see behind me what he is doing. And have fun with his people over there. Yay!
Great. Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm here KJ today. I'm from JSL Asia. We are a supplier of sound, light and audio visual for the past 20 years. It's great to be here today. And once again, Andreas, thank you very much for having me in this segment. Basically, I started 20 years ago as a DJ. It all started out of a passion. All right, I love music. I love this industry. But along the way, I have to fine tune myself to the according to the need of my lifestyle. So what I did slowly, I love the industry, the music industry. Then I move on to a rental business. All right, that's where I've actually found my heart and soul with my partner, Mr. Devan. We have formed JSL Asia 20 years ago, and then we are here today with bagging up jobs up to 80,000 people. Recently, if you have watched Piala Malaysia finals between Johor and Kedah, we are the one actually produced the entire production for sound and light.
Because that is an interesting guy here. We can learn something because he mentioned something that not everybody knows, which is very, very critical for many parents who have children. Namely, that he started off as a DJ. Now, I'm a father, and I do know what my son is up to. Not sure if he's listening to it right now. And if your son would come to you and say, hey, Papa, hey, Mama, I want to be a DJ, the normal reaction would be shock, horror, what's going on here? How was it with you when you started off?
Yeah, of course, at the first day was quite worried because of the nightlife, alcohol and all these things. But of course, with due respect, I have all my friends who are pretty doing well today as a DJ as well. They have chosen that path that they have improving, and then they are somewhere and somebody today. But of course, I have found myself in this rental business. I loved it, and of course, with my partner, we have formed this, and then we are here today to enhance ourselves and going further without any boundaries.
How did you convince your parents?
Initially, it was quite hard for them to accept, but of course, with a good result, with a good outcome, showing my saving plans to them, you know.
So you show
we have to show that, so to make them confident, you know, that I'm doing something that I'm able to save some money. So with that, I think my dad said, okay, it's all good. You can go ahead as long as you know what they're doing.
That's a fantastic dad, you know. So the secret was to actually show your savings plan.
Yeah, I mean,
that's amazing.
At one point, I have to do that, you know, just to get them confident in me.
All right, but hey, it's your session, of course, guys. If you got a question to his journey, to his career, to his mindset, I've got a whole range of questions, and I got to show you something afterwards. We got a personal person here who's fanning air to us because it's a bit hot here. We are in a store, not a storeroom, a warehouse. Storeroom. A warehouse. I'm going to show that to you if we can do it in the end of the session. Yeah. Also, of course, later on, we've got to share with you who's going to win something. About a couple of weeks ago when I had a different session, KJ is going to share with you something fantastic as well for his own prize today. I'm fascinated, so you want to stay on. So what is so special about audio, video, equipment? Why is that so fascinating to you? I see lots of stuff. It's really fascinating to watch here, you know. What's so fascinating about you in this industry?
Okay, in this industry, we love about the quality of the sound, the quality of the of the light. You know, when I was young, you know, I used to attend a lot of birthday parties, wedding dinners.
That's
and
how
also,
it started, is it?
Yeah, before even I started a DJ, how do I actually came into this? I mean, how do I identify DJing is my career? I used to be a waiter in Olsen Krana Resort in Seremban.
Wow.
When I was doing my diploma in electrical and electronic engineering. So that's where the whole thing came up, and I used to see a lot of event companies, a lot of sound system companies. They used to come and fix the equipment. You know, of course there are some good suppliers, some are average, so. So then we have identified what is good, what is bad, what sounds good to your ear. You know, then that's what keeps us moving. And then of course today we are proud to say we are one of the leading user of a branded equipment from Italy. And of course, recently we had a surprise visit by the founder itself. Come and visited us in Malaysia, and they want to know why are we as a Malaysian company are using such a branded equipment. Because it's about not about just owning an equipment, it's about owning a branded equipment, or owning about a good sound. Whenever you deliver the sound, you look at the customer, they look at you, and they feel comfortable. That's where the whole thing is about for us to look at the customer's face, the happy face, you know, to show us.
So you are watching there. Of course, it might be of interest to you. You know, it's not just a usual audio, visual is the German accent here, okay? The supplier. What is the largest capacity that you've filled out, KJ? And what is the smallest capacity that you can offer to the market, actually?
Okay. The smallest, of course, I think the smallest event we've ever done for 10 packs for a very private birthday party.
Birthday party. Not a wedding.
Very private. And then, of course, the biggest recently, 2 weeks ago, we have hosted the Malaysian Cup final between Kedah and JDT in Stadium Shah Alam. So there was about a capacity of 80,000 people. We have been producing this for the past 3 years for all the finals and the Piala Malaysia in Malaysia.
But you also did something in Singapore recently, right?
Recently we've been hired by Singapore Football Association for the Singapore World Cup qualifying rounds for 4 games.
Okay.
Japan,
Singapore didn't make it,
yeah.
I think. Okay, but wow.
So that's quite a good experience, and we were shocked when we received an invitation for the pitch. So we went on, we pitched for the job, and then with God's grace, we have won the award. And we have produced 4 games in Singapore, sports hub, national sports hub.
Next year is 2018, the World Cup, football, soccer World Cup. Would that be interesting to you to go there and equip the stadiums?
Oh, we're actually working on some pilot project for Malaysia to have what I call a portable stadium.
A portable stadium.
So it's nothing is materialized yet, but this is we are targeting on the World Cup 2018. 2018 World Cup.
So that you can go there. So what would need to happen for you to be invited over there?
Not invited over there. I mean to be based in Malaysia to do the live telecast of the World Cup, but in an environment of a stadium.
I see.
Yeah.
So you kind of, that's interesting, isn't it? You would kind of blow this up somewhere, and they would show it on Berjaya Square, for example, as a stadium, so people could go in and actually watch it, is it?
Yeah, exactly. We will do the live feed. They will give us a live feed, then we will produce the facility for the live feed. The sound, light, screen, and then also to create the game day experience. How the loud sound, you know, that's the kind of thing.
They do that always. I do know that from friends of mine in Germany when there are big games coming up like the European Cup or World Cup or big champions, and every single city they got this thing built up with a huge screen blasting out the games like a game experience. So if anybody here has a chance to bring KJ into that game, I would love this guy because he is really great. And a shout out, of course, to Kai, my good friend. Kai! Hello! And your friend Chatish is there as well, right?
Chatish, yes, Chatish, hi.
Just giving you a shout out. Hey, if you have a question regarding his business or so, not my business, it's not so important right now, please ask any question. So, because it's your session, it's about the mindset of the entrepreneur. And today I'm talking to KJ Siva of, what is the company? JSL Asia.
JSL Asia Sdn Bhd.
Exactly. You can find him as well as Facebook, like his Facebook page. But also, this guy mentioned just now earlier that he started off as a DJ and then moved over because of passion. Passion always drives people, right?
Yes, exactly.
So what are other characteristics that make you successful?
The other character as being an entrepreneur or being an individual who want to excel in life, you have to keep learning. The learning process will never stop. Learning process, and also a listening process. Sometimes it's very important to listen to someone junior from you. It doesn't mean you are being a senior. You have everything in you, or you are well equipped. The best part of life is actually listen to people, and every discussion, every feedback must be received with an open heart. Then definitely there's a room for improvement. For me, what keeps me going is actually my friends, is my company, is my associate in my company, my partners in my company. Every staff in my company is my partner, because I listen to them, they listen to me, and then we always have a brainstorming session. That's most important. If you have the mindset of being a boss in the office, I don't think so you can go far from where you want to go.
Yeah, that's true.
With this current competitive, with this current challenges that we are facing in this industry in Malaysia. But I will say, if you can't survive in Malaysia, there's no any part of the world you can survive with all the challenges we are
If you
facing.
can survive here, you can make it happen.
Anywhere I can survive.
Why I like this guy really is, he is like, what you get here is how he behaves. There's no air around him. There's no arrogance whatsoever. He's one of the most natural people. I mean, he really says he looks for feedback, which I think is also very important. And brainstorming and working in teams, he really goes and doing it. And I think it's really, really important. Now, Justin is asking the question, of course, what was your biggest challenge in running your business and how did you make it happen? I mean, how did you overcome that?
The biggest challenge, I think for me, I'm speaking on behalf of me, what I faced before was the business tactics, because I'm from an engineering background. When I started as an electrical and electronic engineer, which I didn't work for anybody, I straight became an entrepreneur. The biggest challenge was the know-how. Because in today's world, everything is just a finger. You just press Google, YouTube, you get everything.
Can become a dentist. Yeah. Google is the YouTube.
So when we started, it's quite hard to get the information. So the biggest challenge was to find a mentor, to find a solution, to find a material where can you improve instantly. I think that was the biggest challenge that I faced as an entrepreneur, was the material for me to enhance myself. So, and then I'm glad actually I found Andreas through a business network, and then I have taken up an NLP with him. Frankly speaking, not to boost him today, but it's really have taken me to the next level, because the mindset. When you receive, those were the days when I receive a call from my client, or receive an email by them saying you are expensive, can't afford you, and then the conversation will just die off there. But after my NLP session, I am actually right back to them. What are the good possibilities? How will be the environment that I can create to enhance their business? So actually, this was one of the important tools that I have gained to enhance my services.
No, that's fantastic overall, of course. Thank you for the compliment as well. Justin, you're really good in asking questions, and I like that very much. So, but if you guys like to share this video, because KJ is an interesting person, he's running an interesting business, it's your chance to explore it a little bit deeper, because how many times in your life do you come across somebody who's responsible for the video and audio equipment? If you go to any functions, we just take that for granted, right? But maybe you have been somewhere in a situation which would not happen with him, when suddenly the speaker cracked, or one side was too loud, the other side was too soft, or the video didn't play well or so, and then you really need to have the expertise. Everybody believes they can easily just put up some speakers and put up a camera, and that's it, so to speak. It's much more behind it, isn't it?
Yes. It's more thing to be explored behind the scene, actually, compared to what you see on the event day. There's some events actually even take about 1 year planning.
Wow, 1 year.
Yeah, we recently also hosted an event for the Ongkok Hong Kong tourism. So they actually took us about 6 months in terms of email, designs, concept, and then they actually visited us on site to further understand. And we visit the actual site, and then on the delivery day with the details of the work. So it's very important to stay ahead. If you want to go far, then you have to look into every details of the client requirement.
Does a CEO, can I call it CEO or whatever, a partner, a founder, or a great guy like you, do you because some people do this distant management style, they just delegate and nothing else. Do you really need to get engaged in all these details?
I always share with my client or with my associate, or those who always, sometimes they say, we envy you because you are at every big events, with a coat, suit, everything. But for me, this business is like a newborn baby. Like you have no idea what his or her reaction today and tomorrow. So when we are setting up for an event, example, we have no idea what is the outcome is going to be. But we have to ensure every little item, every little services, every little outsourced items have to be in a tip-top condition. So for that, we have to be on ground. No doubt we have a good team at the front line to ensure everything works well. But as a person who loves the industry, I will ensure that every item delivered, it meets our standard. So I have to be on ground at times just to ensure everything works well. Of course, the clients will always have the big smile in their face whenever see me on site. So that's always
a big guy gets involved. Everybody is really happy. Hey, stay on, because afterwards we're going to talk about the prize he's giving up today. And I actually forgot something. I got to do a little bit of an interview session tomorrow. Doesn't really matter. About a couple of weeks back, we had a session when I was interviewing a guy by the name of Sunny Tan, who is in remanufactured printer toner cartridges. And at that time, we had the question, the challenge of who can distribute the video the most and the widest. And people who are really, really smart and distribute it really all across the world. And to announce the winner of that competition, it was, and I'm going to post a picture of her at a later stage today or tomorrow, it was Suki Constanze, who was really getting really the video out there. Today we also have a prize. What would be the prize? Well, maybe not yet, okay? Later on we're going to share that, because, hey, we've got an interesting question here also from Satish Shadis coming up. He asked basically, how do you keep up? Because your industry, I believe, is also very, very fast moving, right?
Yes.
Huge expenses, I believe.
Correct.
So how do you keep up?
Okay. We have to be innovative. Okay, every equipment that we invest, we need to look at a many angle. Like how you have a kitchen will make use of the same chicken to produce in a different menu. The same thing, we have to have a certain equipments that we are innovative and constantly approaching our client. Rather than the client calling us and telling us we have a job for you, we will constantly approach to a dynamic clients and tell them, look here, we have this for you. I believe you can enhance your services, or you can actually have some extra income out of this. So that actually keeps us on the toe and on top of everyone, because we constantly giving a brilliant idea which can bring income to the client.
That's an interesting thing, I mean, that is something that is really, really cool. I didn't learn that before. I didn't know that. Normal people, normal companies, basically, I'm not sure if you want to share some ideas about how do they generate business through your own equipment.
Okay, basically, like now we have introduced Exhibition Go Digital. We're actually turning into the entire exhibition panels, the exhibition arch for conferences, for a trade fair. We're turning the entire thing into digital. So by right, the exhibition owner normally will pay to the supplier. So now we approach the exhibition organizers. We said, we will pay for you. We bring the digital screen to them, and we will find advertisers to advertise on the screen. On return, they take a certain percentage from us. So meaning to say, as an additional income area where the exhibitors haven't found yet. So this is something new we offer them. So they can generate an extra income apart from selling the rental space, apart from selling the space in the internet, space in the WhatsApp and all the stuff. This is something new that they can generate income.
Wow, that's how creative it is. Do you need to be creative in your industry?
Yes, we have to. I mean,
It's not just about putting up some speakers, hanging them on the wall, putting up a camera left, right, and center, which most people might have as an idea. What is really required to be successful?
Okay, to be successful, you really have to be, again, repeating the same term of creative, but sometimes creative, it depends on the application. There's no point of being too creative, but then not applicable to the current trend. So, what are your questions again?
What was my question? So how do you, it's more than just, it's two questions. It is more than just hanging out speakers in the corner of a room and then having a good function running and some cameras left, out and center. It's about much more behind it, isn't it?
Yeah. So basically it's about looking into every detail. Let's say if we have an event and when a client calls us or sends us an email and brief us that I have an event, I need these are the items, but we have to look beyond the issues. Let's say they're telling us we have an event in Shangri-La KL, you must set up at 7 a.m. But we know at 7 a.m. is the time for the F&B arrival. So definitely we will get stuck. So we have to advise the client, either we come in at 5 or we come in at 9. So we can't go at 7. So that's actually keep us above everyone because we can actually tell them the situation is going to arise.
All right.
At every point.
How do you, Justin is asking, one of these many good questions, how do you create a good team? How do you create a good team? Justin is asking, as an entrepreneur, is about building teams. So what are your tips in selecting and building a team?
Building a team, of course, it's current challenges that faced by every companies who have an employee that to have a good team with you. So to have a good team, you have to be a person that able to mix with the staff in every segment. That means not only about work, also about some time off, take time off with them, talk to them. But of course, don't get too personal. But in terms,
boundaries, right?
Boundaries. But we just have to make them feel that they are comfortable at any point. Their advice or their recommendation is accepted in the company and also been executed. So when they see the result, they really felt that they've been appreciated well. So it's you who decide how you want to take the journey. Are you just want to sit in the office 5 to 7 with under the aircon, or you want to go out and talk to them and always ask for their feedback. So yeah, I'm going to invest in this. What do you think? How can we improvise this? These are the things that get them engaged. Engaged is very, very important today. And then a feel of reward. It don't have to be very big, but a simple reward will make them feel very comfortable and then feel appreciated. That's the most important thing.
So today I'm speaking now to KJ Siva of JSL Asia, an audio and video supplier, one of the leading ones here. And despite all techniques we have, later on I'm going to show you a man-made air condition. Man-made air condition. It will blow you out of the water because you've never seen something like this with beautiful craftings and the air is flowing in, okay? So you don't need always to have the technical total equipment in order to succeed. Sometimes man-made is still the best, right? And you will be amazed about this one. And of course, we're going to share afterwards what kind of prize KJ is giving out today. Has there been a situation, and that would be interesting to me right now, because it's about entrepreneurship and it's about understanding entrepreneurship is not just a smooth journey, right? Not everything goes nice and beautiful and straightforward, right? Has there been a time when things went haywire, and what happened?
Okay, we had a very tough year in 2002, whereas as we formed in 1998. I think after 6 years of our operation, we had a very tough time, a tough client, where we have actually lost almost 200,000 to the client.
That was a lot of money at that time still.
A lot of money. But what keeps us going, at that point of time, what made us strong was our dream that we want to be someone today where we are in a very comfortable zone. That's the most important thing. So that challenges that we faced at that point of time, with help of our partners, other suppliers who actually work in the same project, we have an understanding. Then we have promised them to pay in a staggered payment, then which we have completed. So without help of, I mean, of course, in every business, in every element, family is a very, very important element to support. No matter how, end of the day, you are going back to your family. So if with their support, even though not financially, but they give a lot of positive words. That's very, very important. Having someone or a circle of friends with you with a positive element is very, very important. Whoever you think of giving you a negative element, you will just have to stay away from them. Because this positive element is the one bring us today here. We have started without any loan. We never take any investment, whatever. But we just have saved portion by portion. But the friends, it is the very, very important in business. When you have a good friends around you, will definitely will take you to the next level. That's the most important thing. Even like today, we don't have to go and look for any business, because business are coming to us because of our friends. They know our track record for the past 20 years. If we say yes, then we deliver. If we say no, then we don't deliver. That's it, simple as that. So challenges we have faced. I need to personally thank to a lot of my good friends who was with us, helping us throughout the journey without expecting anything in return. So that was the ideas, advisors was the most expensive things that I have received from my friends, which they take me along. So if you have anyone good with you, ensure that you mix with the positive element people, because it's a very important thing. Because this is the thing, the aura around you will take you up higher and higher.
Wow, good words, isn't it? If you like the video, if you like what you hear from KJ of JSL Asia, I'm sitting a little bit in front of that actually big banner here, but it's like, can you see the JSL and the wind is blowing? JSL Asia, it is we can read that, the leading LED screen specialist for your needs, all right? Big shout out as well to Lena just joining. Thanks very much for coming. And Nelly, maybe one of those days, Nelly was before, can't see anymore. Maybe one of these days I'm even interviewing you, because I do know that you are a great entrepreneur as well, of course, you know. So what are situations? Okay, Justin is asking again. Hey, I think Justin definitely is hot in the race for the prize, isn't it? What is the biggest aha moment? When I say aha moment, how did you realize you're going to make it? You mentioned, okay, you started 1998 or 1999, then 2002 was a crunch period for you. When did you realize, and what happened that suddenly you realized, wow, you're going to make it?
Okay. When we see a positive remarks from the client, and also positive feedbacks, positive inquiries, after all this been happening to me, surely that being positive, that's the only highest and the biggest strength that I had in the past when I faced all these challenges. So I always I think positive. I say, no, we're going to make this happen. So no matter how, there's a lot of challenges along the way. Payment delayed from client, some client run away, some jobs been hijacked from us. You know, so all that is a very common thing. But with the mental power being staying positive, that I think I have no any more words to explain rather than staying positive. That's the most important thing. Of course, staying positive is there's no point when you don't keep try something that you want to achieve, but the focus must be there. Even though it's not very near, even though it's very far, but if your focus and what are you looking forward or going forward is the right thing, then keep going. No matter how, you will definitely achieve it, but it's just a matter of time.
Right. Now, many people, that might be an interesting question for you. Most people know, hey, think positive, think positive, think positive. But when the world is crumbling around you, when things go haywire, it can be pretty tough sometimes to stay positive, isn't it? So how would you manage it then, that you stay positive despite things might go haywire?
Okay, it's. I mean, it's very easy to sit here and tell stay positive, stay positive, stay positive. You know, but of course that journey that we have went through, it's so many obstacles that we have faced. Then of course the thing is the dream. If you have a dream to be what you want to be, then only you can be there in that particular destination. You cannot reach that destination if you don't have the inner feeling, the inner fire that what you want to achieve. Because I want to achieve something for my people around me and to my family. I want to have a peaceful life. That's the most important thing I want to enjoy. So to achieve that, you need to have a financial freedom. To have a financial freedom, you need to have a comfortable zone. So to create a comfortable zone, you really have to pass through the obstacles, and no matter how, you have to stay calm. So stay calm, stay positive, and just have your aim, what you want to achieve in your life. You must have dreams. Like for me, I love old cars, you know, so that's my dream.
Yeah,
so I work towards it, I spend towards it. That's what I want to achieve. You know, I mean, sometimes it's a lot of money being spent on the cars, but of course, I love it. Because for that, I work extra hard. That's what I want to achieve. So the obstacles is not an easy thing to explain by words. But if you are going through it currently, you have to stay calm, you have to stay positive, and have a lot of positive elements with you. The only thing you can make it big when you have a positive people around you, always giving moral support to you.
You mentioned dream. I mean, how many of you, actually is a good question now for the audience, how many of you actually have a dream of achieving something in their life? Because most people that I come across when I'm doing my run in the morning time, we are living in a rat race, isn't it? We are living very habitually, we do know what we are doing every day, we are believing we are happy, and many of people might be actually happy, but most people somewhere along that line have big dreams when they grow up and suddenly give them up. Nothing there anymore, nothing to strive for anymore. So if you believe that a dream is important, just give some hearts or give a question, basically speaking, or state in the comments, yes, dreams are important. And if you have a dream that you want to achieve in your life, share the dream with the audience here right now, so we can drag you on your way forward, because it's good to have make it public somehow, your dream overall. Jadis is asking, what's the most regrettable decision? He's really curious. Yeah. And how did you manage it? A decision you've made that you ultimately regretted in doing.
Okay.
Anything happened like this?
That personally have happened to me because the most regrettable moment was I didn't realize that I should listen to my inner feeling. So whenever I meet a lot of people in the past, I make a decision, even some was a wrong decision, but that even though my inner feeling saying that you shouldn't do that, but I did it. So now I think if you are staying in a very positive moment, definitely you will have a very positive inner feeling. So there's a lot of things that I've done in the past which I'm not supposed to do, or supposed to make a decision to do something which I did it. So now if I have listened to my personal thing, I should have done things better. So that's the moment I realized that I'm going to listen to my heart. Whatever I'm going to do, whatever decision I'm going to make is going to be from my inner feeling. Then definitely I think it's not a double. I mean, I think it definitely will be a positive.
Trusting yourself, isn't it?
Trusting, yes.
Do people come to you? Because I hear that many times, and you trust your inner feelings. It takes some convincing, right? Because how do you know that your inner feeling is correct? It's just a feeling, right?
Yeah,
it's just a knowing. Isn't it just a knowingness sometimes?
It's just a knowingness, but of course, when it's been a routine, it's been a case study that I've done to myself. How many times that I have rejected, how many times that I expected my own inner feeling. Then when I did the calculation, when I did the ratio.
You did actually calculation on it. Wow.
Basic ratio, how many times that my inner feeling said okay, but I didn't do it. How many times I said yes, I did it. Then of course my ratio was quite high on the side of listening to my inner feeling. So that's, how actually I think that's how actually basically I decided that this is the time that I have to listen to my inner feeling, because if you are being pure, definitely that whatever comes out, it will be pure things.
Did ever people come to you then, because it's my business, okay? Did you have people to trust themselves, and you work with the unconscious mind that is coming from me? Did people ever come to you and say, how come you're trusting your inner feeling? You should be rational, calculation, data counts.
Well, I get that as many times from my management whenever.
Your management,
whenever we sit for our financial meeting, of course, being a technical guy, we wanted to have the best equipments with us, but of course, it have to be in line with the company's financial budget, what we have for this year. Then this argument always comes out, how come you always listening to your inner feeling rather than see something in paper? This is what we have made, this is what we can afford to spend, and this is what we need to save. So there's always have the kind of an argument, but it's a very healthy argument. At the end of the day, it's not about who win, who lose. It's about what was the best decision made for the company.
Do you have people who control your decisions, basically your partner, sometimes saying, hey, this is a bit too much?
Well, they don't control, but they basically they just give us, they always check and balance. They always give us a check and balance that whatever, I mean, being me, I always love to receive feedback and take it very positively, so that easier for them to tell me what is in their mind and what is their feedback. So then after that, we will calculate and see, okay, if it makes sense, then we will accept it.
Thanks, Evelyn, for joining. Appreciate it, spending the time with us here. If you like what you're hearing, I'm here today with KJ Siva of JSL Asia, a wonderful company that hopefully many more people actually come across when they go to functions, conventions, concerts. I'm playing it out. Anything else where you are applying?
Okay, basically, we also have moving into sports management. Right?
Sports management.
If you are watching Astro Arena now, let's say tonight or tomorrow, STL, Sepak Takraw League, is also fully produced by us for Astro Arena. So this is a 3 months project. And since we've been involved in too much of sports activities, so recently, we also recently acquired rights from Hungary. It's known as tech ball. We will soon launch in Malaysia. It's a new sport for Malaysian.
Wow, that's an interesting piece. What is the future of your business, audiovisual equipment? What is the future?
Okay,
where is it going to?
As everyone is talking about digitalization 4.0, even I recently attended
4.0.
4.0. It's a too technical detail on that. It's not only about the equipment, it's about the manpower, how the machineries work.
Hey, my former boss is joining. Hey, KS, good to see you here. That's my former boss, okay?
Hi. So how the digital era going to play to the next level? It's not about the equipments or the speakers. It's about digital. It's about the manpower. It's about the system which is going to let's say a process from 1 to 10. Now we are actually taking off the 1 to 9. We're going to have straight to 10. So meaning to say, in an event, can you imagine in 1 year's time, everyone can control the density of the light. Everyone can control the volume of the light, but that will be a disaster. Let's imagine a young couple, they wanted a loud sound, then there's some elderly people, they want a low volume, so that will be a disaster. Everyone can get hands-on in the system. Now we already have a system that we can preset in our mixer. You can just sit at a function hall as a guest. You can just control everything by your iPhone.
That is individual then, isn't
Yeah,
it?
individual,
So you're sitting there now in the hall next to elder people or younger people. They can actually play it for themselves loud and noisy, and I can lower the volume.
Getting personalized with the services.
Wow.
So that is the what they call a future of the industry. You know, it's getting personal and how compact you can build the services, and also like how detailed you can get to what detailed kind of audio you can produce to the client. So I mean, we can't predict how it's going to be in terms of the end product for the sound and light, but in terms of the digitalization, they have actually, like nowadays DJs, they don't even have to mix. I mean, for those, like just put up a thumb drive in a player 1 and player 2, just play the system, they synchronize, it just goes out at the DJ. So these are things that they have they have come up with, and now we see there's outlets, many outlets, discotheques, many clubs start to use EDJ. EDJ.
Wow.
Just on the player, just on the laptop, that's it, auto mix. So this is how things are taking for the industry, but definitely being full digital is not a solution for the rental market. Definitely you need to have a physical equipment, you need to have a physical people to carry the equipment and to set up.
So when you go to an event, let's say which was the biggest one? That was the one recently, this football game.
Yes.
80,000 people stadium. Mm-hmm. You created the audio and visual as well,
yes.
audio at least equipment.
Audio and visual.
Audio and visual to make that sound perfect. The announcement most likely perfect overall. That's a huge thing. How many trucks would you need to have to bring all that stuff?
Okay, we had about 3 10-ton truck with genset, 2 genset. Okay, there was also a lot of question personally posted to me by my friends. Why do you need an audio system in a stadium when the stadium itself already have an equipment?
Yeah.
Okay, so with the help of the FMLLP, which is the Football Association of Malaysia, they want to create a user experience. User experience meaning they want to feel it. They want the fan to feel the song, feel the game. So that's why we actually, if you go to our Facebook and check some of our postings on the game.
How do they find you?
JSL Asia.
In Facebook.
You can just hashtag JSL Asia. You are in Instagram, in YouTube, and also in our Facebook. You can get us there.
Going.
Okay. So we actually face the speakers towards the fans.
Right.
And then we circle the entire stadium and we played the music. Sometimes, technically, or sometimes the fans, they're waiting for long game. They sometimes get fired.
Restless,
they get angry. The fire come up. So these are things that we play a music, make them chill. Good songs, movable songs from the DJ. So it always will keep them calm. This is the actual study done by in Europe leagues, just to ensure that. Then that's where we introduce this. And then, of course, if you have monitored the recent study for the past 5 years, the number of fights happen in the final is very minimized. So I wouldn't say this is the main reason that actually there's no fight, but of course this is one of the reasons that enhance it.
Good.
Yeah.
So today we speak with KJ Siva of JSL Asia. Check him out, audio and visual equipment for rent and purchase as well, isn't it?
Yes,
purchase.
But we are rent and purchase.
What's the price? Because we are deciding afterwards what the criteria and for the price. Do you have any idea who should get the price?
You mean the winning
price?
Yeah,
later on. Oh, you get stuff. Our human air condition is throwing things at us already here right now. I'm going to show you in just a moment. So what's the price like?
Okay, price like basically we will have dinner in PJ Hilton Uncle Chili's. All right. Why do I have chosen that outlet, Uncle Chili's? Because we actually...
Are they watching Uncle Chili's right now?
Maybe. Because we manage the entire audio and sound, light and visual in PJ Hilton Uncle Chili's for the past 4 years. So this is also another business of ours that we partnership with hotel. So any hotel owners, any venue owners who do want to invest in audio equipments, let us invest for you. We invest for you. Let's do the partnership in a profit sharing. So coming back to the main question, we have an 100 ringgit voucher, two vouchers,
not just one.
Yeah,
two vouchers, okay.
To dine at Uncle Chili's. Of course, we have more surprises to you. If you have win, if you are coming there, please inform me that I will be there with you, and I will treat you
Special.
extra than the RM100.
That is a special treatment. You know why? KJ, if you want to know great restaurants around the area,
I love food.
He loves food, you know. He just don't like only old cars or old timers, not old cars only, but old timers and music and equipment. But he loves food, and I have so many tips from him about great food. So Uncle Chili's in Hilton,
Yes.
2 vouchers worth, what was it?
RM100.
Each,
Each,
is it?
yes.
Each, yes, and let him know who wins, and then he's going to join you there with, I want to go there as well that day, okay, with my own family, all right? Is there any other question? Otherwise, we're going to show the human air condition, we're going to show this area around here. We got this man over there who is like, air conning, he's a con man in egg. He's getting tired maybe, he's got lots of muscles here right now. So let me show you what's going on here in the hall, overall where we are. So maybe I gotta turn this around. Okay, where is he right now? Say hello, what's your name?
Bad.
Bad. Show us what you did the whole time here right now, okay? Because the two of us were sitting and it was a bit hot here initially, and he was constantly for about an hour now nearly fanning air to us. So I really appreciate that, okay? So anybody else who wants to get introduced? Want to show some of the equipment? Let me show you first.
Okay.
Here's KJ again, where we are today. This is now, of course, the wrong side around. Let me turn it around so you can make that nice, so you can see the area where we are.
This is a LED screen. What you
The
are
LED
seeing now is
screen.
an LED screen. This is called as a digital tower we use for exhibitions.
Right, a digital tower for exhibition. This is beautiful. So where do you use this one in exhibitions?
In a KL convention, PWTC Mid Valley.
Okay.
So we partner with the exhibition organizers, and then we sell the space to the advertisers. Then
Okay.
we will partnership with the organizers.
All right. What else can you show us?
Okay.
Let me just turn the camera. So it is.
Okay, as you see, like this is an LED panel. It's so much of advanced nowadays.
Hold it up.
Okay. In any event, let's say if it's a faulty, you just have to fix it. You just have to remove from the entire bracket. So this is the single piece of an LED. So wherever you are going,
I gotta. Okay, got it
passing
here.
by. If you see, this is the particular module 500 by 500 mm.
All right.
So this is what you are seeing in the federal highway, in all the highways, wherever big billboards. This is the piece actually is built off. And of course, nowadays technologies become so advanced. If any faulty in the system, we just plug it, and then we just remove it, and then we fix it back to something new.
Wow, that's
So
amazing.
this is on the.
Looks so small actually.
Yeah, so
What
small.
Can I ask how much is the price for this one?
Oh, this is USD 1,200.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's still somewhat affordable if you're interested as a normal person.
Okay, and then this is one of our most hot selling item in terms of rental is from Outline. Is an Italian-made speaker.
Okay.
The smallest speaker in our inventory, but it can produce a sound for 500 packs without any issues.
Wow, I can't show that to my son.
Yeah. And then of course we have our most award-winning speaker. This is the Outline Mantas. This is the speaker.
The whole stuff or only the top, one on top?
Yeah, this is how it looks. This is the speaker, basically. This is the, we have deployed about 36 units of these speakers in Shalam Stadium.
Oh, wow.
Okay, this is what we actually, this is the top speaker. It's known as a butterfly, Mantas. If it's got too technical on this, we can tell that with these speakers will cover 120 degrees in any area.
Oh, I see.
Of course, we have to fix more speakers in concert. You will see like a banana, hanging down. So this is the speakers.
Oh, wow. Okay, how much is that?
So this is above 6,000.
Oh, it's still somewhat affordable if you need to have it. Okay. Anything else you want to show
So
us?
basically, this
So can I show this?
Yeah, This is our store. This is one of our store now.
How many do we have in total?
Keeping equipments, and of course, as you see, like sometimes this is the device that we run the LED system. This is the processor. Any LED is not workable without having this LED processor.
Wow. Okay.
Right? So there's so many things in here, in all the boxes. What like a wireless system, handheld, headsets, presentation. All depends on the requirement. Then
Right.
we just
Right.
provide to you.
Okay. Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Right.
Anything else you're going to show us,
Yeah,
or
I
we
think,
say?
that's all.
Okay.
That's sounding like.
So let me just go to your side.
Okay.
Or do you come over here?
Okay.
Is okay? We're gonna stay. Where are we now? I have to turn it around. Okay, hold on. This is now my problem. Wow, Dimension says wow. Okay, here we are. No, that's wrong.
Okay.
So that was it for today. A little bit messed up from my side in the end. Somebody says a friend of yours,
Yeah,
Siva.
Siva. Yes,
Okay,
hi, Siva.
good. And Dimension says, thank you
Wow.
very much. Wow. It was a session with KJ Siva. Say one more thing about you. One farewell.
Okay, thank you very much for watching us live, and then hope to see more videos of Andreas with more entrepreneurs, because we love to share what we do, and then of course love to see more people success.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And
Bye.
next week, Wednesday, 1 o'clock again, I have somebody else online for next Facebook Live. Would be great if you can tune in again. Thank you very much and have a great day or create a good day.